Hey everyone, today's video is about when you see someone kissing you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You and Bakugou have been together for what feels like a lifetime. Despite the initial hurdles that you faced because of his fierce personality, your connection grew stronger with each passing day. Your love was a testament to the fact that opposites often attract. And in your case, Baku's explosive nature was perfectly complemented by your calm and steady presence. One evening, Mira decided to surprise Bakugo with a romantic dinner at his favorite restaurant. It had been a busy month for both of you, with work piling up and hardly any time for quality moments together. You thought this intimate dinner would be the perfect opportunity to reconnect and remind each other of your deep love. The restaurant was dimly lit, with soft music playing in the background, creating an atmosphere that oozed romance. As you both sat at a cozy corner table, the warmth of the candlelight flickering around you, Baku's eyes locked onto yours. You know, I love you, he said, his voice filled with sincerity that often hid beneath his gruff exterior. Your heart fluttered at his words, and you couldn't help but smile. I love you too, Katsuki. More than anything in this world. Dinner was executed. The dishes are delightful as a company. He engaged in light-hearted banter, shared stories from work, and reminisced about your journey together. As the evening unfolded, Baku's hand found yours, and your fingers entwined naturally. Just as your dessert arrived, your attention was diverted by the sight of someone entering the restaurant. It was a guy you vaguely recognized from your workplace, but you had never been particularly close to him. However, what caught your attention was the fact that he was making his way towards your table. Hey, he greeted with a friendly smile as he approached you and Bakugo. Mind if I join for a moment? Bakugo, ever the vigilant protector, didn't seem thrilled by the sudden intrusion, but nodded. Fine, but make it quick. The guy took a seat and started chatting with you as if he had known you forever. He was friendly and engaging, and he tried to include Bakugo in the conversation, despite his growing annoyance. As the conversation continued, the guy leaned in unexpectedly, planting a kiss on your lips. It happened so quickly that you barely had time to react. You were left stunned, your mind racing to process what had just occurred. What the hell? Baku erupted, his voice thunderous as he stood up abruptly. His chair scraped loudly against the floor. Who the hell do you think you are? The entire restaurant fell into an uncomfortable silence as all eyes turned towards your table. The guy looked just as bewildered as he felt, backing away with a flustered expression. I thought, he stammered, clearly at a loss with words. He desperately tried to defuse the situation, grabbing Baku's arm. Katsuki, wait, it's not what it looks like. But Baku's protective instincts were in overdrive, and he had little patience for anyone disrespecting you, especially not in front of him. His eyes blazed with anger, and it seemed like he was about to let loose with his explosive quirk. And then, in the blink of an eye, the scene shifted. You were no longer in the restaurant, and Bakugo wasn't standing in a fit of rage. Instead, you found yourself back in your own cozy apartment, lying in bed next to Bakugo, who was fast asleep beside you. So it was all just a dream, a bizarre, confusing, and surreal dream. Relief washed over you as you realized the absurdity of the situation. You sighed deeply, grateful that it was just a nightmare. Bakugo stirred slightly in his sleep, mumbling your name. You leaned in and kissed his forehead, whispering, I love you, Katsuki. As the remnants of the dream faded, you held Bakugo close to you, cherishing the real-life moments you shared together. You were thankful that the passionate and fiercely protective side of him was reserved for you alone. and that the love between you was far more solid and real than any fleeting dream. The memory of the bizarre dream lingered in your mind as you lay next to Bakugou, who was still lost in the world of sleep. You couldn't help but chuckle to yourself, thinking about how different he was in your dream compared to the real Bakugou. To be honest, he did act like that when he was angry, so you couldn't judge him either. You gently ran your fingers through his tousled hair, admiring the way his face relaxed in his sleep. Despite the tough exterior and his often fiery disposition, Bakugou had a softer side that he reserved exclusively for you. It was moments like these, when he was vulnerable and at peace, that made you fall in love with him even more. As you watched him sleep, you couldn't help but reflect on your relationship. It had its ups and downs, just like any other, but your love for each other had always prevailed. Bakugo's fiery nature could be challenging at times, but it was also what made him passionate, determined, and fiercely protective of you. The dream had been strange, almost comical in hindsight, but it reminded you of the real-world Bakugou and the depth of your connection. In your waking life, he would never let anyone disrespect you, and you cherished your relationship as much as you did. As the early morning light filtered through the curtains, you decided to let Bakugo sleep a little longer. You knew he had a busy day ahead, and he deserved all the rest he could get. With a contented smile, you snuggled closer to him, realizing the warmth of his presence. The dream had served as a reminder of the unique love that you shared, and you were determined to make the most of every moment with the real Bakugo by your side. With a final, affectionate stroke of Bakugo's hair, you decided it was time to start the day. You knew there would be challenges ahead, as there were always were in life, but you were ready to face them with Bakugo by your side. You leaned down and placed a soft kiss to his cheek, whispering, "I love you, Katsuki." His lips curled into a smile, even in his sleep, as if he could hear your words. With a heart full of love and determination, you got out of bed, ready to embrace whatever adventures that they had in store for you and Bakugo. The dream may have been strange, but the reality was filled with a love that was as strong as it was real, and you wouldn't have it any other way, because you truly loved Bakugo, and you knew that in real life or in dreams, he would always protect you. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!